Ohayo. Welcome to the So Japanese podcast, a podcast where we talk about all things Japan. We are your hosts. My name is John.
My name is Ryusuke.
Thank you for joining us.
ありがとうございます。
Today we're gonna talk about Japanese snacks. So we kind of wrote a top 10 list of unique Japanese snacks.
Nice.
Well, I wouldn't say it's like maybe a top 10 list of our favorites, but maybe it's a top 10 list of more unknown snacks. Still our favorite, but
And
unknown and maybe...
some of them are maybe you guys know, but some of them are like you guys gonna be like, what is that?
Exactly,
right?
exactly. And we're going to bring you a new segment called Pera Pera Onomatope.
Pera Pera Onomatope.
So onomatope is how the Japanese say Onomatopoeias. And Pera Pera means what?
You speak well.
You speak well, so like fluent.
Yep.
So you can be like Nihongo,
Pera Pera,
So,
Eigo, Pera Pera,
so that in itself is a...
Onomatope.
Exactly.
Yep.
So the reason why we're going to add this new segment is because the Japanese language loves onomatopoeias. So apparently there's like an online list of English onomatopoeias and there's only like 750 examples.
It's still a lot.
Which is still a lot, right?
Yeah.
But the Japanese, they have apparently more than 4,000 different onomatopoeias. So today's segment, we're going to talk about like more food onomatopoeias. So once you hear the segment, you can understand why the Japanese language have so many.
So please stick with that till the
And
end.
exactly. And this episode is actually a listener suggestion, another one. They wanted us to talk about more unique snacks. So here we go.
Yeah.
So Japanese snacks. I feel like Asian snacks now in the Western world is like a thing, right? Most of the snacks in the Asian food aisle are Japanese. Although the Koreans are like stepping up their game. Like a lot of snacks are also in the West you can find are Korean as well. But we're going to break down, obviously, the Japanese
snack. Yep.
So Japan's first snack boom started in the 15th century when samurai invented small portable foods that had a long shelf life so they can bring it onto battle. But I think it was like super simple stuff, like just like
dried rice,
dried wheat, gluten, coated in sugar, right?
Basically, when you're hungry, you can eat and then get, full or like...
And it won't go bad.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then in the Edo period, dagashi, which is like
all Japanese confectionery food.
Yeah, so like old school candy. Yeah. Which still exists to this day. But it was made with grains and thick malt syrup. It was also eaten by ordinary people. They called it
ichimongashi.
So like 1 coin confectionery. It was popular because of its low price. So if you think in America or North America, like penny candy, like a penny for like a gummy bear or something. You can still find dagashiya everywhere. I remember seeing them a lot.
Yeah, everywhere.
Right?
Yeah.
The shops are normally like, you can tell it's like old school.
Yeah.
Right? How they decorate it.
Yeah.
Even the packaging of the candy, you can tell it's not modern.
No.
Right?
No.
It's
the packagings
really
are like same as like when I went to Lagashia. Yeah. Like 30 years ago.
And super cheap candy. What, like 10 yen now?
Like 10 yen, maybe 15 yen now. Yeah. From 30 years ago. But still cheap.
And like a lot of options. Any of our top 10 you can find in Dagashiya?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the 1860s, when Japan started importing grains and sugar from the West, they ramped up their snack production themselves, and also Western style snacks became popular, which I'm guessing maybe potato chips.
For sure.
Right?
I love potato chips. My favorite.
And the economic boom in the 70s and 80s of Japan, many people could afford snacks, and kids started getting their own spending money, and they would go to the dagashiya.
Yeah.
So it started the snack food industry boom in Japan as well, which is very, very competitive. I feel like all Japanese industry is very competitive amongst itself, right?
Yeah.
So new flavors, new types of snacks had to be developed. As we mentioned before, the Japanese are really innovative. They always
make something new
always, or better, right? So like with any other industry, the snack industry had to do the same thing to fight for market share. So apparently in Japan, there are 2,000 different types of snacks.
I mean, that's it?
Right?
I thought there's more. Maybe it's similar.
Maybe.
A lot of things are similar. So,
but 100 new snacks get developed or created every year.
Oh, so maybe 2,000 always like just
circulate. Yeah. So, but it's very common for Japanese people to complain about the short lifespan of a certain snack. So a new flavor comes out, they fall in love with it, but really quickly the company stops making it to make something new. Right? You always see that. Seasonal stuff as well, right? So what kinds of tastes and textures do Japanese people like for snacks and in general?
Yep.
I feel like in general, Japanese, they like fishy,
sure.
umami, right? We joked about it before, but anytime we talk about like traditional festival foods or like regional foods, mochi always exists.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Either like different flavored mochis, different leaves wrapped in mochi.
Something, the sweet red bean paste on top or
inside. Yeah, so they like the sweet red bean paste, the soft texture. They also like the chewy mochi texture. Matcha. A lot of snacks and desserts have matcha, so bitter flavor. Would you say matcha is like the most bitter food in Japan? I mean, other than bitter melon. The matcha flavor is like
so. Yeah, tastes bitter, but flavor wise, it's more like I'll say like cream green. I mean,
tea, clean green. Yeah. Fishy, crunchy. They like crunchy, right? Rice cracker type.
Yep.
Crunchy.
Yep.
Pretty much any snack that you would think goes well with beer, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That's what. So
or tea.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All sweets go with tea. More salty umami goes with beer. So let's talk about our top 10 unique snacks of Japan.
Hi.
Number 10, we have
Chitara.
Yes.
Which is
chitara?
Cheese with dry cut, like paper thin dry cut. So like it's it's like a strip.
Yeah.
And then there's a cheese in the middle, and then two side there's a thin paper dry fish. So obviously it's savory.
Yes.
And you don't really get the fishy flavor because mostly it's cheese.
Yeah, if you told me that there's like cod in it, I wouldn't.
No, right? Yeah.
And the cheese texture is not like a hard cheese.
No.
It's more like maybe like a soft cheese. More like camembert type cheese.
Yeah.
You can see this at every convenience store. In like the beer snack food aisle, right?
Yep.
Very popular snack. if you are a cheese fan, definitely try it, right? Okay, so number 9, we have
カリカリ梅
kare kare ume.
Yeah.
So ume is
Plum.
Kare kare ume is
Crunchy plum.
so kare kare is a onomatopoeia
Crunchy.
for crunchy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Crunchy plum. So it's like cured.
Yeah, it's cured. Not dry, but basically they cure the plum when it's unripe. So imagine the unripe plum is like very sour
and
then,
crunchy.
obviously because unripe, right? So at that point they harvest them and then they cure in a special marinade for like couple days. Then after that, package, then ready to eat.
So describe the flavor.
Ume flavor.
Ume flavor.
So sour. So depends on the kari kari ume.
Okay.
Some of them are just sour and salty, but some has more like sweetness.
Okay.
Like honey, or even just sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And kare kare ume, kids like it?
Kids like it. Yeah. I mean, like everybody loves it.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't really like it because it's sour.
Sour?
I mean, like I like sour, but I personally don't really fan of umeboshi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too sour.
Yeah.
I think it's like a drinking snack too, right? All right. Speaking of sour, number 8, it's our only gummy, which is surprising because I love gummies, but this is really super gummy candy, and it's called
Shigekiksu.
Shigekiksu.
Yeah.
And they have different flavors. They have like cola, grape, strawberry, ramune. Yeah, and the packaging is like there's like a character, like a jelly type character.
Yep.
Super sour, like sugar sour on the outside.
That I love it.
Okay, because it turns sweet quite quickly too, right?
Yep.
Shigekiksu. Yep, really good. I feel like there's so many gummies in Japan though.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
But this would be the most sour,
and I think one of most popular
right,
gummies.
Recently, I've seen Japanese gummies that say like men on it, like it's
otoko.
Yeah, like
okay. I think I saw
it's
it.
gummies geared towards men, which is like more sour. It's like, and they're like bigger pieces. But I think gummies in general in Japan are marketed towards women. Because of like the collagen. Yeah, it's good for their skin.
Yeah,
most
maybe
gummies
that's
in
why
Japan,
the otoko gummies they made
because the guys felt left out.
Exactly.
Right. You can see on the packaging, a lot of gummies will tell you how many milligrams of collagen there is.
Yeah, because they care.
Right.
Yeah.
Next one, number 7 is
Kaki no tane.
Kaki no tane.
Yeah.
So I didn't know the name of it, but once you see it, I think everyone has seen it before. So it's like a half moon orange rice cracker with just a little bit of peanut and then one packet. Yeah. And the rice cracker is like coated in like a soy sweet type of almost sticky, but not really. And like you said, it's with peanut. I've also seen ones with like dried anchovy. Right.
But I don't think that's kaki no tane.
Okay.
Because kaki no tane has to be with the cracker and then the peanut. Okay. And actually the company also said that there's a perfect amount of rice cracker and then peanut
ratio. They
actually research and what's the best ratio of cracker and then peanut. So they say ogonhi. That means the percentage of cracker and then peanut is like perfect. If you eat that how company want you to eat,
like a handful.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kake no tane. So
kake no tane. I love it.
Quintessential Japanese snack.
Yeah.
Any type of bar.
Yeah.
We'll have it.
Yeah.
Number 6 is our only potato chip, but in Japan there's many flavors. But Ryusuke and I both agree this is like the best flavor, and that's
Kalubi pizza potato chips.
So Calbee is like a food brand.
Yeah.
They make many different flavors of chips.
Yeah.
The pizza chip is good. Why?
Because like it tastes like you eating pizza.
Yeah. My favorite part of it, it's like on each chip you can see like a little bit of melted cheese. It's weird. I don't even know what it's made out of.
With the tomato sauce or something.
Right?
I think that's like cheese.
I don't know. But they keep it like liquidy, almost like it's soft, right? Yeah. Try it. You see them everywhere in like any Asian grocery store. You'll see Calbee pizza chips. This one for sure you can find in the West. Try it.
Have you seen?
Yeah, I've seen.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think maybe this is my favorite one, so I always pay attention to it.
Right.
Yeah, you always see it. Number 5 is
Yochan Ika.
Yochan Ika. So Ika is squid, so something with squid.
Yeah, so it's dry squid snack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dry squid snack.
Yeah, and then like they dye red. So like red color dry squid.
Whole dry squid?
No, they chop that.
Okay.
So it's like I'll say like pinky size.
Okay.
Dry squid in a bag.
I've never tried this exact thing, but I've tried squid snacks that are dyed in red as well. A little bit super savory, super umami, very chewy, definitely fishy.
Yeah.
Very Japanese flavor profile.
Yeah. It's a little bit of sour.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I think they cure with like a little bit of vinegar and then sugar.
Okay.
And salt.
I want to try this one.
That's good.
All right, number 4.
Happy Tang. Happy Tang.
And this is a rice cracker. Small pieces?
Like
bite size or?
No, like I would say like 2 bite size.
Okay.
It's like a long round.
Okay.
And
long, round, oval rice cracker.
With the special seasoning powder on it.
I've had this before. It's like super umami, savory, sweet, salty, hard to describe.
I think more sweet side.
Yeah, right?
But it's savory.
Yeah. It makes your mouth water.
Yeah.
And this is interesting because Ryusuke mentioned that you can buy even just the powder.
Yeah. I don't know why, but some people really love the powder.
It's become like a cult type following for this snack for sure.
Yeah.
So much so that recently we were looking at the news and there's a Happy Turn milkshake.
Okay.
So you can find like a milk-based drink flavored with the Happy Turn seasoning. So it's just that popular this seasoning, right?
Exactly.
To show you that they would make a milk-based drink with this seasoning. Definitely interested.
Yeah.
Number 3, we have. So I think everyone knows Pocky.
Yeah.
Right. It's the long pretzel stick dipped in. I think the most popular one is like strawberry or chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah.
But this one is less popular, but we both think it's better than
Pocky. Yes. Yeah.
And it's called Toppo. Yeah. So same thing, like pretzel cookie, same Pocky shape, long stick, but it's hollow and it's filled with generally chocolate.
Yeah.
Right?
So instead of like coating outside the pretzel cracker, Toppo chocolate is inside, and then like all the way.
Yes.
Because Pocky, like I would say like 70% is chocolate, and then 30% is just a cracker.
But that's probably because
you have to hold.
Yeah. They want to keep your fingers clean.
Yeah.
Toppo. Toppo. If you can find it.
I think you can find it.
Right.
In even Western country.
in the YouTube video that we're gonna release on this episode, let's put the
pictures.
Yeah, right.
I will.
Just so our listeners can see, and if they find it in wherever they're from, it'd be good.
Yep.
Number 2,
Jagariko.
probably like one of my favorite potato snacks, Jagariko.
Jagariko.
And I think many companies make
Jagariko?
like a Jagariko type snack.
I think Kalubi makes
Jagariko, right? Jagariko.
Like potato snacks are very much from Kalbi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jagariko is like, I would say, a French fry shape. French fry shape.
Chips. I mean,
chips. Like it's not even like it's made from potato, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's like almost puffed.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost puffed.
Yeah. And then they comes in a pack. Maybe that now they put in a bag too.
Yeah.
But originally it came with like a cup.
Yeah, in a cup.
Yeah.
To keep it from getting crushed. All flavors are good. There's nori
all
flavor.
Flavors are good. Yeah.
There's seaweed or nori. What else is there? Ume. They have an ume flavor, I think, and the original
and then butter.
Yes, Hokkaido butter.
Yeah.
Recently,
cheese.
I tried sukiyaki Jagariko.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Wow.
It tastes exactly like sukiyaki sauce, right? A little sweet.
Okay.
But the crunchiness is like so unique. You can just keep eating them.
Yeah.
One thing that I wish about Japanese snacks is the portions would be bigger.
I know.
It's kind of like they know the exact amount to tease you.
Yeah.
But you want another pack, right?
You finish all, then you feel like
I could have more.
I can. Yeah.
But it's not like Costco size where like
no.
It's just too big to finish. But I feel like all Japanese food, it's like just the perfect amount. You could go a little bit more, but they don't.
No. It's not healthy.
Exactly. And number 1
is
very, very common, accessible snack in Japan, and that is
umaibo.
Hi. There's no English on the packaging, I don't think.
No.
So we definitely have to show a picture of this, but I bet you a lot of our listeners have seen it. So it's like puffed corn.
Yeah, corn snack.
Snack. So it's like
it's like a
Cheetos type texture.
Yeah.
They sell them one stick at a time.
Yeah.
It's like a cylinder shape, hollow inside, and fairly cheap. Really, really cheap.
Like,
right?
I think they recently raised the price, but 12 yen.
So it was like 10 yen? Or?
Used to be 10 yen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you it was like 10 yen for like 30 years, and then they recently had to up the
Exactly.
price. I bet you they probably came out with like a press release to say sorry too.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
That happened.
Yeah.
And then people are shocked.
They had to like bow on TV, like the CEO or something.
I don't know that much, but yeah, I know it was on the news. That's what I know. Then also the articles are like people are shocked, and I'm like, but people are shocked because they raised the price. But I was shocked because they didn't raise the price for
so long.
Over 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, this snack is everywhere.
Yep.
Kids, adults like it. I remember last time I was in Japan at one of the love hotels we went to. It was a snack that they had in the lobby to like for free.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you see them.
Yeah, everywhere. So they have many flavors. The flavors are always changing. But what's your favorite flavor?
When I was kid, I always buy mentaiko.
Okay, so that's cured cod roe. Cured cod roe.
Cured cod roe flavor.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not spicy.
No.
Normally, mentaiko is mostly spicy. But this snack mentaiko flavor, it's no spicy.
I don't think I've tried the mentaiko flavor.
Yeah?
But they have pizza, teriyaki,
corn.
Corn is my favorite. My favorite flavor. Curry.
Takoyaki.
Yes, okay.
There's so many flavors.
So many flavors.
More than 10 different flavors.
And then I've seen like super big, long ones too.
Yeah.
Maybe novelty sized ones. But that's our top 10. But because it was hard to decide, we have a few honorable mentions. So I feel like Japanese chewing gum is really popular. There's lots of different ones. But we chose
Lotte Kishiritoru gum.
So Lotte snack food company. I think they're just a company that does everything, no?
Yes. Yeah.
And they have a xylitol gum.
That we call Kishiritoru.
I think xylitol was like not a recent phenomenon in the States, but it was later. I remember like in Japan, xylitol was always added to gum. So it's like xylitol is like a artificial sweetener, but I think it is healthy for teeth. Like
that's what people think,
right?
Yeah.
Prevent cavities.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good sweetener. Xylitol gum.
Yep.
The next one we have is
Alforto.
Alfort.
Alforto.
It's chocolate covered in or on
biscuit.
the top with a biscuit. So it's a biscuit.
Biscuit on the bottom and chocolate on the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is super good because the texture of the chocolate is like perfect. I feel like Japanese chocolate is pretty high grade.
I think so.
All Japanese chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. There's different flavors.
Yeah. White chocolate. I think they have matcha.
Okay. Yeah, Alfort. It comes in a box. And one thing I hate about it is because there's never enough. It's like what? One box is like 10 cookies
10
maybe?
cookies, yeah.
And they're like Japanese size, so it's like a stamp. The size of a stamp.
Little bit more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, I think the design on it is a stamp.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a like ship on it. Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah. Shimichoko corn.
Shimichoko corn. And what's that?
It's the corn snack, like puffed corn snack, soaked with the chocolate.
Okay.
And it's obviously the chocolate is already dry. Yes. So it's like crunchy chocolate corn snack. Yeah. Like, I don't think I can find it here.
In Asian supermarkets, you can see it. Yeah.
It is, yes.
But yeah, so it's like, it's a weird combination though, but it's super good. It works. It's, the corn snack itself is not salted.
No.
But again, it's like the same texture as like a Cheeto. So imagine like a uncheesy, unsalted Cheeto dipped in a thin layer of chocolate. Super thin. It's not even, it's soaked really, right?
Yeah. So like chocolate is like even like inside the cracker. Yeah. But like the cracker shapes are star shape with hole in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check that out. And the last one,
Big Katsu.
Big Katsu.
Big Katsu.
Ryusuke said it was really popular, and I've never seen it before.
Oh,
actually.
Really?
Yeah, like I really want to try it. So describe it.
So I'll say it's imitation cutlet.
Okay, so like a fried cutlet, right?
Fried cutlet, but obviously it's not real cutlet.
Okay.
So they have thin, like paper thin. I think it's actually fish.
Okay.
I actually have to find out, but fish or meat. But I would say fish. Coat it with the panko. Okay. And I think they deep fry it. Then after that, they drizzle the katsu sauce.
Okay.
So tastes really much like katsu.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And is it big, like the name says?
I mean, how big? Like I don't know the inch, but I'll say like 10 centimeter wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big katsu.
Yeah.
I've never seen it in North America.
Yeah.
I don't think
so. If I
so.
found it, then I'll buy it and then you can try.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How about wasabi peas? Is that like I feel like everyone knows wasabi peas.
Wasabi peas, I think obviously wasabi peas exist in Japan, but I never had wasabi pea until I abroad here.
Okay.
And here wasabi pea is like one of like most famous Asian snack.
Yeah. I would say like white people, if they think of Asian snack, they're thinking wasabi peas.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
And it's really spicy.
Yeah.
Because I think Japanese one is not that spicy. Here's like you eat like if you eat like one full hand, you feel like your nose to your head.
It can like
you hit it.
You can definitely like clear your cold or your allergies.
Or maybe
away.
you're gonna cough and then all out.
So this podcast was suggested by a listener from Mexico. So hello to Mexico.
You.
And he said that, which we didn't know, was that a really popular Japanese snack was actually invented
In Mexico.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And it's like peanut coated in like flour type batter,
base. Yeah.
crunchy shell.
Crunchy. Yeah.
They're super good. I didn't even know that they were Japan. Like it was Japanese.
We have that type of snacks with peanut inside, but I think it has like some fishy flavor.
Fishy flavor or like nori on the outside.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with this because in Thailand they have like a coconut flavored shell.
Okay.
I think it's called cocoa actually. Peanut.
Savory?
Sweet savory. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
It comes in like a can, like a Pringles can. But yeah. So thank you to our listener.
Thank you
great
so
suggestion.
much. Thank you.
Next, our first ever Pera Pera Onomatope segment.
Hi. Pera Pera Onomatope.
Food edition. So again, Japan has more than 4,000 different onomatopoeias compared to English, only like 750. So we will do this segment, obviously, occasionally.
Yeah.
When we can think of funny sound effects that, like even animal sounds are different in Japan, right? But today we're gonna do the food edition. So we're gonna do onomatopoeias for crunchy and soft.
Hi.
So let's go crunchy first. There's actually, we have 6 onomatopoeias each. Which is
for
like,
crunchy and then for soft. Yeah.
So
and for sure there's more, but we pick 6.
Yes, right? Which is like shocking to me. The first one we have
Kari kari.
kari kari.
Hi.
So if you say something is kari kari, it describes a dry type of crunch. So think of if you're biting into toast, a dry crunch. Next one we have
Pari pari.
pari pari, and this describes a crackly crunch, like when you crunch into nori, a sheet of nori. The next one we have
Kori kori.
kori kori, and it's like a soft then crunchy type texture. So I don't know if our listeners can picture this, but we use the example of like biting into cartilage, like chicken cartilage.
Chicken cartilage.
So there's kind of like a soft give in the beginning, but once you start biting into it, actually breaking it up, it's crunchy.
Yep.
Ryusuke also mentioned that you can also describe kori kori with about like shellfish, like fresh shellfish.
Yeah, like fresh
clam.
Really fresh. I would say soft clam.
Surf clam
or
abalone.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of give, but once you bite, it's a soft, crunchy
texture. Yeah.
Next one is
Saksaku
Saku Saku. This one is funny to me. I don't know why.
Really?
Saku Saku.
Saksaku.
This describes freshly deep fried food, like tempura. Saku Saku.
Saku
So
Saku.
almost like an oily crunch.
I would say like airy crunch.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if you eat nice tempura
Yeah.
or very nice perfect deep fry katsu or something, obviously it's not soggy.
Yes.
It's really nice, airy, crunchy.
Okay.
Right?
Saku
Yeah.
Saku.
Yep.
Next one is also funny.
Shaki shaki.
Shaki Shaki.
Yeah.
Shaki Shaki. It describes the crunch you get from biting into fresh vegetables.
Vegetables. Yeah.
Like lettuce.
Yeah.
A fresh type juicy crunch. Yeah. Shaki Shaki.
Shaki shaki.
And the last one we have is
Pori pori.
Pori Pori. And it's like a quiet type crunchy. Like biting into like a biscuit or a cookie.
And also this is like more like when you eating like, oh, you eating pori pori. Like a pori pori.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps you guys.
It's hard to describe, right? Pori Pori. So, kari kari, pari pari, kori kori, saku saku, shaki shaki, pori pori are all
crunchy.
crunchy.
Hi.
And you have to say it twice.
Hi.
If I just say kari, it
What are you
means
talking
nothing.
about?
Oh, really? Okay, so you gotta
We
say
don't
it
get
twice.
it.
Are all onomatopoeias twice?
Yes. We just say it. Like we just like automatically like when we eat any crunchy. Oh, of course, like it depends on the food, and then we say like, oh, this is kari kari. Oh, this is pari pari. Oh, this is
It
kori
is all
kori.
twice, yeah,
Yeah,
right?
this is saksaku.
Like when you get surprised and your heart jumps. What do you guys
Doki
say?
doki.
Doki doki.
Exactly.
And that's the sound of
Yeah.
your
You don't
heart
say
makes.
doki shita. You
Okay.
say doki doki shita.
Okay, so you always say
Yeah.
it twice.
Yeah.
All right, next we have 6 onomatopoeias for soft. The first one,
Puni puni.
puni puni. That describes like a squishy type soft, like marshmallow. Next,
Fua fua.
fua fua. A fluffy type soft, like Japanese pancakes. So I feel like a few years ago, Japanese pancakes really became really popular. Right? You see them everywhere in North America now. And they're unique because they're super high and they kind of jiggle.
Yeah.
So they beat the egg whites like crazy. So
Almost making like a merengue.
yeah, it's like
And
an
then-
airy pancake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not dense at all. Super
Nope.
high, super jiggly. So fua fua, fluffy like softness.
Yep.
Next one,
Mofu mofu.
mofu mofu. And Ryusuke described it as like a hairy soft. So like cotton candy.
Yeah. Mofu mofu.
Okay.
Yeah. Like mofu mofu.
Fluffy, hairy, fluffy. It's hard to describe because there's so many, right?
So many.
And it's like so specific,
Exactly.
each one. All right, next one,
Mochi mochi.
mochi mochi.
Yeah.
Obviously, chewy, soft, like mochi. What came first, the word
It's mochi.
mochi?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mochi
so
mochi.
Obviously, so it's like a mochi texture.
Yes.
Mochi mochi. But
Mochi mochi.
doesn't have to be sticky.
Okay.
So that you
That's like a
actually
softer
confuse. Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Next one,
Horo horo.
horo horo. Really interesting one. I've never heard of this one before, but it's like a melt in your mouth type soft. So like super braised meat
Exactly. Yeah.
just melts in your mouth.
Exactly. Once you bite, and then the meat gonna break down in your mouth.
Just falls
then you
apart.
say, "Oh, horo horo de oishii."
Horo, horo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Funya funya.
funya funya.
Yeah.
Funya funya, like a flabby type soft.
Yes.
Like silken tofu.
Yeah. Silken tofu and funya funya. Yeah. it's difficult to find another one. Funya funya. It's like it won't like some soft snack. It won't stand by themselves.
So it's just
like
flabbily,
exactly.
very flabby.
Yeah.
Yeah. The example when we came up with this list, the example for funya funya that Ryusuke mentioned is let's not talk about it, but
yeah, but
something that's limp.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of these onomatopoeias are just sound effects, right? That's how they come about. So if you guys read manga, you guys will read. Are onomatopoeias in manga written in katakana or hiragana?
Depends.
Depends. Okay.
Really depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
But any Japanese character that's written really big, like a sound effect, and it's like double, it's probably a onomatopoeia for a sound effect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that does it for today's episode. As you can tell, I mean, we're both chefs, so we love to talk about food.
Food, yeah.
If you guys have any other food podcast suggestions, please let us know.
Right.
We try to limit the amount of food podcasts we do because when we're coming up with like our list of podcasts to do, food comes out a lot. But I'm not sure if our listeners
want to just listen only food episode, right?
But let us know if you have other suggestions, or if you like these food episodes. We will try to limit them. If you guys also have suggestions for our Pera Pera Onomatope segment, you guys want us to introduce more onomatopoeias, certain ones, let us know as well. Again, thank you for listening to our podcast.
Thank you for listening.
Please rate, review, and subscribe to wherever you find our podcast.
Hi.
And subscribe to all our socials.
Socials. Yeah.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。またね。
バイバイ。
バイバイ。